So when thinking about legal and ethical issues when it comes to group counseling, there are a couple of things that I am concerned about, and when I did the reading, a few things popped out at me and kind of were red flags, like this is something that you may need to watch in the future. One of the things in the reading that I thought, okay, I can see this maybe being a problem is the personal relationships among group members. I do want to do college counseling, and sometimes on university settings, especially at a big university like ECU, there's lots of things that counselors can get involved in, such as doing group counseling, but also doing other programs and presentations all across campus and student affairs. So I can see, doing a group counseling session and really getting to know students, and then seeing them outside of that counseling session, seeing them in a class, seeing them in a presentation or a program. I'm the type of person where I really want people to feel comfortable around me, and I really want to know about the students, what's going on with them, and I can see myself not being as professional. I want to make sure I am professional and keep things at a professional level, not be so much of a friend to the student, but be that professional for them. So having that balance, I think, is something that I'll need to work on, just to make sure that there's a level of professionalism, and that I'm not seen as from the student's viewpoint as just a friend or anything like that, but I'm a professional that they can trust. So that's something that I'll definitely need to work on, and just be aware of myself, not leave the counseling session and see that student out somewhere else on campus. Oh, how's it going? What's going on? And I need to remain professional. So that is something that I was concerned about. Also in the reading, it gave the example of a counselor who, at the beginning of groups, didn't feel like dealing with a lot of the group dynamic, and kind of shied away from certain things, and she would just do exercises every time the group came together. And that is an ethical dilemma, because the group members aren't really getting out of the counseling what they came for, and that counselor is shying away from doing what she needs to do, which is addressing some of these issues and not hiding behind the exercise. And I don't think anybody really likes conflict. I certainly don't, but that's part of our job is we're going to be dealing with conflict, and I need to make sure that I face it head on, and don't go into group that week and just think, I don't feel like dealing with this, I'm just going to give them an exercise, I don't want to face any of this. That's our job, is to face these problems and to make sure that our group members are getting everything out of the session that they need. So those are just two examples of things that I know going forward professionally that I'll want to just be aware of, and make sure that I'm being a professional counselor in that way, and don't have to deal with any of that ethical or legal problems that could come out of those two issues. And just learning about ethics is very important. I do think that as professionals we should always be thinking about this. I don't think this is something that we should just learn about in this class and then forget about. It's something that we constantly need to remind ourselves of. That way we can stay relevant. I think ways that you can stay relevant is, first of all, find a mentor, definitely someone that's been in the field for a while. It's always great to have that person that you can pick their brain and ask them questions, maybe a dilemma you're dealing with, or something that you think you may deal with in the future, like things I've mentioned, and talking with a professional in the field and asking them, have they been there before, how do they deal with that. I think that's always great. Also, professional associations are really important. It's great to go to conferences. It's great to network with others and build a wide range of professionals that you can talk to. But as well as being in those associations, you really get to have access to ethical codes and seeing all of that, and trainings and webinars. I think things like that are important, just continuing that education. That's something that a counselor should always be doing throughout the year, and keeping an eye on that sort of thing. Alrighty, well, thanks for listening. Bye.